Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Megan Foster and today we are going to be talking about a topic that I've been putting off for so long. This video is for all the parents out there, all of the parents who have children with trichotillomania. So today we're going to be talking about the #1 Google search from parents of children with trichotillomania, which is, why is my daughter, why is my son pulling out their hair? So if your child is pulling out their hair, they probably have this fun little disorder called trichotillomania, which is the disorder in which you pull out your own body hair. If your child is pulling out his or her hair, it is probably trichotillomania, but you should definitely talk to them about it. Just be like, hi, Sarah, Johnny, I've noticed you've been playing with your hair a little bit. Is there something going on? Just like that. Don't make it a huge thing where you go up to them and you're just like, what the heck are you doing? Stop pulling out your hair. That freaks us out a lot, especially when you are a child or a teenager. That freaks us the heck out, because if we just started doing it, we're also freaking out and we're also in our heads going, stop pulling out your hair. So when you first realize that your child's pulling out their hair, just stay calm. I personally wouldn't say anything to them until you research it. So if you found this video in your research, just stay calm, realize this is a disorder. It is not the end of the world. It sure does stink a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. Your son or daughter is still the same person that they were before they started pulling out their hair, and this is just another obstacle of life that they're gonna have to go through until they're able to manage it better. Next thing you definitely should not do is take photos of their bald spots. There is nothing more humiliating than a parent or a friend or anybody coming up to me as a trick person and asking, or not even asking, just taking a photo of my bald spots. Because personally, and I know every other trickster feels this way, it's embarrassing and it's depressing and it's humiliating. We hate it. We don't like seeing our bald spots, so we would much rather them not be documented by someone who isn't even experiencing the bald spots in the way that we are, because those bald spots really mess us up inside. It's like, why are we doing this to ourselves? Oh my god, now my mom's taking a photo of this, or my dad is taking a photo of this thing that I've done to myself. Oh my god, it's there forever. Who are they gonna show? Who's gonna look at it? What are they gonna say? Oh my god. So please, if you have a son or daughter who is struggling with this disorder, please do not take photos, please, because at the end of the day, it's really not going to help anybody, the photos. You can easily just look up, my daughter or son are pulling out their hair, they have bald spots, and then it'll lead you to this, trichotillomania. You don't need photos of it to research it, you just gotta describe it, and that should be a-okay. Next is you should not punish them for it. You should not yell at them, you should not ground them, you should not smack their hand whenever they go up there. That stuff doesn't work, and if anything, again, it's all a mind game. You're so confused why you're being punished for something that you can't even control, because I don't know if you know this yet, if this is the first video you've watched on trichotillomania, we cannot control it. Yes, we can gain some sense of control, but usually as it's happening, it's like you're out of control, and we feel terrible. We feel really bad when we get out of control like that, because it's a scary thing. You can't control your hands. So please do not punish us for something that we, 1, don't like doing, and 2, can't even control most of the time. And please don't tell us to just stop. It's your body, you can control it. Why don't you just stop? No. Don't tell us to do that. It's like, it's so I want to relate it to nail biting. I think it's more extreme than nail biting, obviously, but it's similar to nail biting in the way where sometimes you're doing it and you don't even know you're doing it and you can't stop. You're just like, oh, let me just get that one last little piece, let me make it perfect, you know? Let's say mental illness, a depressed person, just be happy. It doesn't work like that. We can't just stop, they can't just be happy. So just be a little bit more considerate of your child who is going through this, and please, I don't mean to offend anyone, but don't be ignorant in that sense of telling your child to just stop, because it's not that simple. It's very complex. You should definitely just be understanding and thoughtful and open-minded. Please, if your child is pulling out their hair, just be so open-minded to the fact that this is something that they are really, really struggling with. Just put yourself in their shoes. See how you would feel if you were pulling out your hair uncontrollably. Like, it's a lot. It really is. It's a lot. So be understanding, thoughtful, and open-minded. One way to be helpful is to ask them what they need. Don't go to them and give them all these solutions, because it gets really jumbled up. Therapy, hypnotizing, medication. You don't have to go with them with all of these solutions right away. First thing you can say is, what do you need? Because a lot of children probably, if they're pulling out their hair, they have thought about, maybe therapy, maybe I'll try medication, is there anything else we can do? And then that can open a conversation, rather than you coming at them being like, oh, we need to put you on medication, oh, you need to go into therapy, you need this, you need that. Be kind to them and ask them before any of that, what do they need? If they don't know what they need, that's when you offer, because if you come at them and just attack them, then they start to think, oh my god, I'm crazy, and we're not crazy. It's just a little bit different. And respect their wishes. If they tell you, I don't want to talk about this, if they tell you, don't take a photo of it, if they tell you, I don't want to go to therapy, I don't want medication, I don't want you to tell the family about this, I don't want you to tell anyone about this, respect their wishes. That's a really big deal to us, especially people who are first coming out about it. It's really embarrassing and really makes your heart pound. You really start freaking out when more people start figuring out, because I remember when I was younger and nobody knew, I assumed everybody was gonna be scared of me, because I personally thought that other people would think that I was gonna pull out their hair. I thought that everyone was gonna be scared of me, they were gonna judge me, they were gonna think I was weird and gross. So that's all running through their mind. So if they tell you, don't tell anyone, don't tell anyone. If they don't want a therapist, they don't want a therapist. If they don't want medication, they don't want medication. Obviously, to some extent, eventually you can bring it up again, but for the time being, and for the time being I mean let's say a few weeks, respect those wishes, and then you can re-bring stuff up. Like, oh, do you want to try to do this? Do you want to go here? Do you want to do this? Because in my opinion, therapy did really help me. I really did enjoy therapy, and I think it's great, because sometimes when you have trick, you can feel super duper duper alone. Not many people have it, so therapy can be a great thing. Obviously, if they're just cranky, in a mood, they don't want any help, anything, that's something you can come back to them on. But for the time being, it's really, really, really hard. So just respect their wishes for the time being, and then of course, bring up helpful things again. But something that wouldn't be helpful to bring up again is, hi, can I tell your aunt? Can I tell your uncle? Can I tell your brother? Those things aren't helpful. Your child can tell other people. You don't have to be the messenger of this disorder. When you're talking to them, try not to focus on their bald spots. I remember being younger, and when people, my family or friends, would talk to me and they would just be like, it would drive me insane. So please look at us like normal people. Don't stare at the bald spots. Look us in the eye, because our eyes are here, not here, not here, not wherever the heck else they pull out their hair. Don't focus on the bald spots. Please just make us feel like human beings, because that is something that's really frustrating. And please, at the end of the day, just love your child. I know that you guys all love your children. I don't think anybody's gonna come to this video and be like, ugh, my child sucks. Like, obviously you will still love your child, but just give them lots of love, lots of good attention, not trick-focused attention, just attention, and make them feel normal. Don't isolate them in this little trick community. I mean, I love the trick community, but sometimes you can feel isolated in it, like you're the only person in the world that has trick, and it's the worst. I am like nobody else, you know? So don't let them get stuck in that mindset. Just keep them included, be loving, be nice, you know, just treat them like you would treat any of your other kids. This disorder does not define them. Trichotillomania does not define me, and it does not define all the other tricksters out there. We are so much more than trichotillomania, and that's all I really want to say. I hope none of this came off as rude or pushy. I'm just saying this video as a child with parents who are like, what the heck is wrong? So I hope this helped you guys out there. But that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video all about Trichotillomania. And also, I have a corn snake series up right now. I'm making videos every single day about corn snake care. If you guys didn't know, I'm a reptile maniac. Yay! Okay, bye.